Hi, and welcome to Discovering Marketing. Today we have Verizon. As a matter of fact, we have Jennifer Golding, who's the Senior Manager of Marketing Communications and Events over Verizon. Hi, Jennifer. How are you today?
Hi, Paul. I'm great. Thanks so much for inviting me.
We are so excited you're here. So we always like to start these out with a fun fact. So Jennifer, why don't you give us a fun fact about yourself?
Absolutely. I have fostered with my kids over 16 dogs from a research organization, and these poor dogs were used for medical and pharmaceutical experiments. So it's been really fun over the years to take these little puppies and bring them into a home, and then find like loving adopted homes for them. So that's a little Freddie fun fact side project that I work on with my kids.
No, that is wonderful. All right, well, so now let's get right down to business. So what trends are you seeing in marketing right now?
Well, it's interesting. There's the obvious one, right? Where social media has really become a critical part of any marketing strategy. Reports are saying that it boosts sales, increases market share, brand visibility, and whatnot. So we're really looking at that to help drive awareness of our channel organization. But we're also looking at ROI, right? How much does this program cost? How many views are we getting? What can we do to increase the views, decrease, whatever we need to do. So there is a definite increased focus on that. And secondly, and this is fairly obvious as well, is we're really navigating in the event space. Where do we start transitioning to in-person events and in-person large meetings as opposed to hybrid? So we've decided we're maintaining, we're being flexible to try to make the best use of both hybrid or digital experiences versus in person. So, and I see this trend to continue throughout the summer.
No, I completely agree with you. I think over the last 2+ years, being a marketer has been very. You went from a very events heavy industry to no events whatsoever to the rise and almost maybe even overabundance of virtual meetings. And
Yeah.
now it's sort of you're right now it's even more complex because you're right. When can I have virtual? When can I have physical? I 100% agree with that entire assessment. The next part of it too is okay. Let's say you're an advisor right now. What do you think advisors should be paying attention to in the world of marketing right now?
I think we really need to take a look again at digital marketing, right? And making sure that we are staying 5 steps ahead. And also being aware of what our competitors doing, what are other folks in the technology industry doing to benchmark what we're doing and our success.
No, and the thing I love about digital, if it's digital, it's trackable. That's when it becomes very finite, which I think is where the entire space is going. Now, we always like to look at this. How do you see marketing and sales working best together?
So right now, especially while we're in this a little bit of a different model, right? When we used to in the past, like the sales transaction was really more face to face, right? And that has changed. So, I mean, from our perspective, we have definitely launched some new tools to help with this more digital transaction that's taking place between sales and customers. But from my marketing team's perspective, we've really looked at our roles as like sales enablement marketers, right? So we're very staying very close to our sales leadership and folks out in the field. Say, what do they need? What can we help them with to make them more successful? As opposed to always saying, okay, this is what needs to be done and this is what we're launching and whatnot. We're really trying to create a very, very collaborative environment. And I'll tell you, our sales teams really appreciate that, and they feel as though their voice is like being listened to, and we're reacting to their needs. So I would say right now that is our current that's our current focus.
No, and I agree with that because it's right. At the end of the day, we're each other's best partners, but we also find ourselves as customers of each other for
Yeah.
different circumstances. So I love that. Now, you talked about digital, so kind of go in a particular angle on that. So how do you see social media fitting into a well balanced program right now?
So yeah, it's interesting because we're actually just going through kind of looking at where we've had success and maybe where we haven't had the level of success that we wanted from a social media perspective. So I think what's really, really important is following the analytics. looking at even like for email campaigns and whatnot and social media posts, look at the open rates, right? Look at the, if we produced a video and posted it, how many people watched the video? Did we reach the target like number of folks? You know, are they internal? Are they external? So we're very analytical right now, looking at what's worked and what hasn't worked and then pivoting.
And I love that. 'Cause to your point, the your marketing is a lot of art and science. There's a whole lot of science, a lot more than even when I even got into the space. And I love the fact that you're taking the time to look at the analytics. I think that's well played. And then, of course, the last question, and probably the most important, is how can Verizon right now help advisors be able to sell more?
Absolutely. We've launched a couple of key new tools since our channel organization was brought together. So uh, we rebranded. Our program is called the Verizon Partner Network, and that essentially encompasses all of our B2B partner programs. So for the overarching umbrella, we launched a new partner portal. So this is like a one-stop shop for the advisors where they can log in, they can look at news from Verizon. It's a lead share platform. We're really trying to make it really super easy for our advisors to get information and partner with Verizon. And an extension of that is we also have what's a partner marketing tool. And essentially, it allows you to request co-marketing assets. Or if you're looking for like a one pager on a new solution and you don't see it out there posted, it also gives you the ability to request that. And this tool is directly linked with our agencies and CMO organizations and all the folks that need to approve it. So it's really increased our speed to market when it comes to marketing initiatives.
No, that's awesome, and it's great the idea. I mean, first of all, I love the idea that you can co-brand. That way, advisors out there can take advantage of all these great things that you guys are producing, and still have a little bit of flavor of themselves on there. So that's a brilliant aspect. With that, is there are they able to actually co-brand within the portal itself? Is it all functionality based?
Yeah, there's a self-serve option, or there is an option where you want something specific or different. So the self-serve option is, if you're a direct partner with Verizon, your logos are preloaded, and it also gives you the option to insert a call to action. So you can say, like, for more information, contact Paul, right?
Yeah.
With your contact information. So it's great. There's the self-serve, or again, something new and different. Then you just send in the request, and we get working on it.
Awesome. I love that because it really it makes it so easy, so seamless
Yeah.
just to be able to go in and do that. So, Jennifer, thank you so much for spending some time with us today on Discovery Marketing. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. It was fun.